ask yourself with these questions? Am I a physically fit person? What sports is best for me? Are you excited to perform the physical fitness activities? First, you must answer this Spark You and You, a health test protocol for your safety. Maaari mong tanungin ang mga nakatatandang miyembro ng pamilya kung hindi ka sigurado sa iyong sagot. Please answer the questions with all honesty. Check only yes or no in every question. Number 1. Has your doctor ever said that you have a heart condition and that you should only do physical activity recommended by a doctor? Nasabi ba sa iyo ng doktor na ikaw ay may sakit sa puso at ang maaari mo lang gawin na physical activity ay iyong mga rekomendado nila? Number 2. Do you feel pain in your chest when you do physical activity? Nakararanas ka ba ng paninikip ng dibdib kapag may ginagawang physical activity? Number 3. In the past month, have you had chest pain when you were not doing physical activity? Nitong nakalipas na buwan, nakaranas ka ba ng paninikip ng dibdib kahit walang ginagawang physical activity? Number 4. Do you lose your balance because of dizziness or do you ever lose consciousness? Nawawalan ka ba ng balanse dahil sa pagkahilo o hindi kaya'y nahihimatay? Number 5. Do you have a bone or joint problem? For example, back, knee, or hip that could be made worse by a change in your physical activity? Ikaw ba ay may problema sa buto o kasukasuan tulad ng pagkapilay sa likod, tuhod, o balakang? Number 6. Is your doctor currently prescribing drugs, medicines, for example, water pills for your blood pressure or heart condition? Ikaw ba ay may iniinom na gamot para sa sakit na high blood o sakit sa puso? 7. Do you have a diabetes or thyroid condition? Number 8. Do you know of any other reason why you should not do physical activity? If yes, state the reason. Mayroon ka pa bang ibang alam na dahilan kung bakit hindi ka maaaring magsagawa ng mga physical activities? Tapos ka na bang magsagot? Did you answer yes in any of the above questions? Sad to say, you will only do physical activity that will not put yourself at risk. But if all your answers are no, congratulations! You can do all the physical fitness tests. Prepare this physical fitness scorecard to record the results of your fitness test. Remember, to prepare the body and to avoid injuries, do simple warm-up exercises before doing the actual activities. The health-related fitness prevent the body against diseases caused by lack of physical activity. Let us begin by getting your height and weight to know your body mass index or body composition. Be sure that you have a partner to help and guide you while doing the fitness test. To measure your height, you need a tape measure in centimeters placed on the wall and a ruler. It's time to measure your weight. You need a bathroom scale. Use kilograms. Record the result. A related component is the cardiovascular endurance. The activity you need to do is the 3-minute step test. You can use any similar step available in your area, but it should be 12 inches high. Before doing the test, locate your pulse either on wrist or neck and count for 60 seconds or 1 minute. Record the number of beats in the scorecard under before. Repeat this procedure after performing the test and record the number of beats under after. Do this continuously for 3 minutes. Again, after doing the 3-minute step, locate the pulse and count for 60 seconds or 1 minute, and record the result under after. The next component is the strength. The activity you need to do is push up, and this is the proper position for the girls. The regular position of push up for the boys. Another activity to measure strength is the basic plank. Record the time you reach staying in this position. The flexibility. To measure this component, you need to do the zipper test. Measure the distance of the overlap fingertips for the right arm and for the left arm up. For the overlap fingertips, indicate to the square the plus sign. If you fail to reach and there is a gap between the fingertips, measure the gap and indicate minus sign to the score. Another activity to measure the flexibility is the sit and reach. Record the distance in centimeters of the two trials.
For the performer, sit on the floor with back, head, and shoulders flat on the wall. Feet are 12 inches apart. Interlock thumbs and position the tip of the fingers on the floor without bending the elbows. Place the hands on top of the cardboard or paper where the tips of the middle fingers are at the top edge of the cardboard or paper. Start the test by pushing the cardboard or paper slowly and try to reach the farthest distance possible without bending the knees. Bouncing or jerking movement is not allowed. Do it twice.
Excellent! Good job! We are done in our part 1. Let us continue to part 2 of our fitness test. The skill-related fitness test help you to learn specific skills that will make you better in particular sports. Coordination, agility, speed, power, balance, and reaction time are the components of this fitness test. Let us assess each component with the required activity and find out which sports is best for you. Our first activity in the skill-related fitness is juggling, to measure the body's coordination. Record only the number of proper hits. Go! 1, 2, 3. The hexagon test will measure one's agility, the ability to move in different directions quickly. Record the time you complete the proper revolution. Add the time of the 2 revolution and divide by 2 to get the average score. This is the proper size of the hexagon.
Former. Stand with both feet together inside the hexagon facing the marked starting side. At the signal go, using the ball of the feet with arms bent in front, jump clockwise over the line, then back over the same line inside the hexagon. Continue the pattern with all the sides of the hexagon. Rest for 1 minute. Repeat the test counterclockwise.
The 40-meter sprint will measure your running speed. Record the time you reach the finish line at the distance of 40 meters.
For the performer, at the signal ready, stand behind the take-off line. The tips of the shoes should not go beyond the line and assume a crouch position. At the signal get set, assume an uncrouched position, buttocks up, with both hands on the starting line. At the signal go, run to the finish line as fast as you can.
The standing long jump will measure the ability of the muscles to release a maximum force at a fast rate, specifically the leg power. Perform twice in succession and record the distance. The stork balance test will measure the ability of the body to stay in equilibrium. It can be static or dynamic.
For the performer, remove the shoes and place hands on the hips. Position the right foot against the inside knee of the left foot. Raise the left heel to balance on the ball of the foot. Do the same procedure with the opposite foot.
Reaction time is the amount of time you respond to a stimulus Perform it with the stick drop test.
Chair annexed to the table so that the elbow and the lower arm rest on the desk table comfortably. Place the heel of the hand on the desk or table so that only the fingers and thumb extend beyond. Index finger and thumb should at least be 1 inch apart. Catch the ruler with the thumb and index finger without lifting the elbow from desk or table as the partner drops the stick. Hold the stick while the partner reads the measurement. Do this thrice.
Can you figure it out? I think you hit the target. Alright, so the magic word is goal. You got it right. SMART goals are S. Specific. Write down what you want to achieve. M. Measurable. Write down the amount of time, days, and other measured factors. A. Achievable. Your goal should be realistic. R. Relevant. Your goal should be important to you. And T stands for trackable. Recording your progress helps you see what you have achieved. So based on your previous physical activity, all your fitness test results were written or recorded in your fitness scorecard. Everybody are expected to have a copy of this. Try to examine and make some analysis. What do you think the main purpose of this? Of course, this is one way to start our health goal setting. What particular components of fitness needs to be strengthened? Are you satisfied with the level of your performance? What components needs to develop? A reliable way to determine whether a person has too much body fat is to calculate the ratio of their weight to their height squared. It is a widely accepted tool to evaluate body mass composition for you to be able to determine your classification whether you are underweight, normal, or classified as obese. With all your physical fitness tests recorded in your test card, make some comparison using the prescribed performance target tool. Did you hit the target score of all components? If you fail, we should prioritize and need to work on it. Performance target tool for the girls is quite different from the boys. Analyze the data, assess yourself, and make some comparison if you reach the target. Are there guidelines to help me improve my fitness level safely and effectively? Undoubtedly yes. Here are some guidelines to help you avoid injury and keep your progress on track. Always warm up and cool down properly. Use proper form to avoid injuries and maximize gains, especially when we design our own exercise program. In dealing with the exercise program design, we need to follow the guidelines to help improve your fitness level safely and effectively. We have a lot of things to be considered. The first one is principle of exercise training. Number 2, fit principle. And the last one is part of an exercise program. First things to be considered in designing exercise program is the principle of exercise training. When a coach or a performer design a training program, the following principles should be applied. The first one is overload. To become fitter, the body must work harder than a normal. This can be applied by applying FIT principle. Second one, progression. To improve and continue to develop, the training program must be made progressively harder. Number 3, specificity. Training program must be specific to the needs of the sports and to the performer. For example, the training needs to cross-country runner will be different from those of a weightlifter. The fourth one is recovery. Optimal adaptation requires recovery time. Only during the recovery phase or days between workout that the body is able to change and adapt to the stress of the workout. Recovery can be improved by a variety of ways, such as effective nutrition and hydration, light aerobic exercise, and stretching session. The last one is variation. Training must be varied to ensure that the athlete's performer maintain motivation. If the same activity is performed frequently, training will become repetitive and boring. Remember class, to avoid injury, all the training programs should include a full warm-up and cool down. The second main thing to be considered in defining exercise program is FIT principle. So what does FIT principle stands for? F. Frequency of exercise. It refers to how often you are physically active, and it is usually measured in days per week. I. Intensity of exercise. It describes how hard your body is working during physical activity, and it is often described as light, moderate, or vigorous. T. Time. It measures how long you spend being physically active during your daily routine. Type. Describe what kind of activity you choose, such as walking, gardening, hiking, biking, weight training, household chores, or maybe playing golf. The last things to be considered in planning of exercise program is the preparatory activity, wherein it is involved warm-up and recommended time you exerted, weight per set exertion, time of exercise. For your warm-up activity, you have to spend 6 to 10 minutes time with a moderate intensity. General multi-joint movements is the type of activity that you're going to apply, and allow yourself to have 5 minutes recovery period before the actual exercise. Okay class, let's do the activity. This activity is called Fit Prints in Design, and here's how. Number 1. Get the copy of your revised physical fitness test scorecard. Examine and identify what particular components needs to improve. This will be your basis of your exercise program using FITT principle. Number 2. Follow the example indicated on the top of the activity sheet. Apply the FIT worksheet as part of your physical activity. Number 3. Make some reactions. Write down your answer in your activity notebook and submit this to your MAPI teacher. So this is your activity class. Answer the FIT worksheet based on the given FIT example. Before you start writing your assignment in your notebook, how can you observe the background of your slide? You make it look easier, right? What do you think the concept behind this picture? Okay, that's right. It's all about badminton. That will be your next topic for the next session. So start to read and copy your assignment. That's all for today, and have a nice day.